We'll look at a tide calculation for a European port, and we're told that at 1500 hours, the 22nd of March, we're at anchor at Ardrossan and the accuracy of the echo sounder is to be evaluated, and the actual height of tide using the charted information and the echo sounder reading found to be 1.7 metres. Compare that with the predicted. So we go into the tables and look. Ardrossan's ATT number is 410, and we find that it's a second report to Greenock. So we go in the tables on the 22nd and we find the values either side of 1500, 1024 and 1700. We get our two heights, low and high, and our daily range is 2.5. That value is important because that's the value we compare on the curve. So when it comes to doing the visual interpolation, our value is 2.5, so 1.9 to 2.5 is 0.6, 1.9 to 3 is 1.1, so 0.6 over 1.1 gives us a 55% value going from neaps towards springs. So if I was going from this here towards springs, I'd go 55% of the way visually. So that's why it's important to initially get your daily range. We've got the values of high water time corrections, values here, 3 hours over 6 times 10 is 5 minutes. So our correction was actually 15 minutes, right between the two. So high water Greenock, 1700 hours, minus the 15 minutes correction, 1645. So the 1645, of course, is the value that we write in the high water box at the bottom there. Then for our height corrections, we get our seasonal correction for Greenock. Now, even though there isn't a correction, we still write 0. Then we have got our values after the seasonal correction, apply our main correction. I've done a separate video on doing interpolation for that, although actually there isn't any interpolation for this particular problem. Then we get our seasonal correction for Ardrossan. Don't change the sign for the second one, you only change the sign for the standard ports. Get 0.9 and 3.1, so we do our plot, 0.9, 3.1, get to 1500, and as you can see, because there's no neaps and springs curves to interpolate, we simply go across and read a height of 2.6 off. So in this particular example there isn't actually any visual interpolation, but I just quickly went through with you there how you would in fact do that. So for our tidal graph, height of tide 2.6, echo sounder reading 1.7, difference 0.9. Just put reasons for the difference, could be squats, underwater obstructions, and the length of time since the survey was actually carried out for the height. So that's how you would do a European secondary port.